A look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again. He's over 40 yards here in the second quarter. Been nice and effective for them, hasn't he?
He has definitely been dependable, and really shouldn't underestimate what he's getting done here, because anytime you're on a pace that's going to approach 100 yards, you've really done some damage in an NFL game.
And now he's looking just to add to his totals. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down. Now Purdy. This pass to Jennings, and he makes the catch. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
It's a gain of 6. Let's go now. And the 49er first down.
Up the middle they go. Stevens. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up second and 11.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness. He's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
Purdy now to throw. And the Rams got him. They bring him down. Carl Nassif coming in for that outside linebacker spot, and he buries him for a loss of 7.
In every game we talk about what are going to be the keys as we go into it. Maybe that's a key for their defense today. Pressure the quarterback and make sure you play a good zone defense behind them, and they get their first sack of the contest.
And a nice job to break free of 1 tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after. That's going to bring up fourth down, only a gain of 2 there. There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. He's been good.
Here we go.
They'll start on the ground here on first down. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. Of course, remember last week, week number 1, quite the opener for him. NFC Offensive Player of the Week.
And he does not want to be a flash in the pan. He wants to have that type of a game each and every week. Let's see if he can get a second award in week 2 of the season.
And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. 2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game. Working with the lead, trying to get to 2-0. Here's first and 10. And he can't escape, and down he goes. The safety blitz turns out to be a great call defensively as they sack him for a loss of 9. On second down, it's Stevens. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
I really like the vision he displayed on that play because he saw there wasn't a lane to completely break off a huge gain. So he found where there was the most space and got what he could. A nice, dirty run that's a positive play for the offense.
Now throwing on third down there, but he cannot connect.
Not only did he have a chance to scan the field there, it felt like he had a chance to scan it twice. The protection was that good.
Getting set to go again as we look at the back, heading onto the field again. Purdy looking to throw on first down here. He finds his man complete. That's Stevens. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. They'll run on first down. Stevens. Now San Francisco going to call their second timeout. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. So the first down run lost a couple. Now they come up second and 12. Purdy looking to throw. Under pressure, and down he goes. They overload him that time of the safety blitz, and he winds up being dropped for a loss of 6. looking for 19 yards here on third down following 2 negative plays. Here's Purdy. That throw right side here going to be incomplete.
It's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive they started with great field position.
So here are the Niners to take over on offense. They were winners a week ago over the Steelers, and they lead this one as well as they start here 1st and 10. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Well, they had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. Purdy. He finds his man complete. That's Stevens. And they're able to get this one across the 35. He'll get a dozen there, and it's a 1st down, 49ers.
Well, they certainly had success throughout this contest getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another 1st down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. Now a handoff up the middle. Stevens. He'll get about 3 as he's brought down right around the 42. And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment. Purdy will set up to throw it here. And he fires one, but incomplete.
And so many times we look at the opening drive of the 3rd quarter as a tone setter, and many coaches do emphasize.
San Francisco's offense returns to the field. We have not seen much on offense here. On 1st down, it's Stevens. 77 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
On 2nd down now, it's Stevens, and he gets it down to the 32. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Purdy's throw pulled in by Kittle. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. He'll get a dozen there, and it's a 1st down, 49ers. Up the middle they go. Stevens. And they'll work this down to the 15 for a pickup of 4.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
He finds his man complete. That's Stevens. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. Short completion, just 4 yards. And it makes it 3rd down and 2 yards to go. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. On 3rd down, Stevens. And across the chalk, into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. A great play there with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. A look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again. He is knocking on the door for 100 yards in this ball game.
And it's so important. It doesn't seem like it's that big of a deal, just short of it, a little bit over. A little bit over feels better to everyone. Offensive line, running back, team totals, just something magical about breaking that barrier.
And he's right there on the doorstep now. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Stevens. He'll get this to about the 38. I'm sure that's going to be the formula. Just keep the ball on the ground. Keep that clock moving.
And when you have the lead this late in the game, above all, Stay in bounds. Yes, take care of the football. Yes, gain yardage, but stay in bounds and let that clock tick.
This a big play for both sides. What will we see here? 3rd and 4. Now a handoff up the middle. Stevens. That is brought down short. 2 yards there. Needed 4. There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. He's already hit pay dirt twice. They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. And they work this well upfield across the 45. It carries like that. That's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
5 points of contact necessary at this stage as they'll run on 1st down. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. On 2nd down, it's Stevens. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. So they cite the right guard this time with a holding penalty.
And so many different assignments you can have at that position, and sometimes you might just be a step too late and have to grab and hold on.
They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. That one looks like he'll throw here. This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their 2nd. As they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. On 3rd down, Stevens. And he will have a Niners 1st down, and that ought to be the one that seals the victory. Back to throw. Purdy. That to the right sideline, and it falls incomplete.
It sort of looks like they still have some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But this defense gets 2 more stops. They can keep them out of that area.
And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. And now the question everyone's wondering, look at the clock, late 4th quarter, do they put the ball in the air here on 3rd?
I don't. I run the football and I tell my offensive line, no leakage up front. I want my running back hit as I hand the ball off to him. I don't want any type of an issue. But if I am going to throw it, quick throw, out to the perimeter, maybe one of my best receivers running a quick slant or something like that.
And he's out of bounds, almost gets to the 10.
Now that's a big pickup right there, and so often we focus on how the quarterback's faking out play action. How about everyone being in on the deal and picking it up?
2nd, 3rd levels, you can see them trying to recover. They bit. Worked out offensively. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
He's had success on this drive, but not on this play.
Finally, they bowed up defensively. I think they were determined not to let him take it pretty much all the way down the field.
Yeah, it looks like they handled their run responsibilities correctly this time. What we call them run fits, everyone was in the right place.
Throwing on 2nd down, it's Purdy. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he's across for the touchdown. And in the final minute, that should just about seal it. Good throw there, and I don't want to blow it too out of proportion, but he looks a lot more comfortable in his 2nd season. So the victory here for San Francisco, and you look back over the score sheet, interesting. A very clean game, no turnover.
Stand up. Do the he say, she say, getting no delay, run it like relay, bro.
Yeah. Run that back, turbo.
Deep down in that mud, baby, now I'm climbing out. They think it'll be us when they finding out. I be taking straight loss, like what you crying about? I done put blood, sweat, and tears in, that's what I'm dying about. Know it costs to live this life, boy, ain't no signing out. Them boy can't eat on my team, they gotta stay for round. They gon' be talking loud, block out the south. Gotta know who gon' get it done, whether we home or out of town. If stay gon' run them down.
Yeah, back in my bag again. I started rapping and jump out of oh yeah, my daddy's son. Around that time I was on my grind trying to change where my mama lived. But that was for us, this ain't for me. I ain't never had ill intent. I do what it take to win. I came first place again. I'm coming too hard, no they won't see me fall. I ain't never gonna let them win. I've been on my grind, but man I don't skate. I'm putting up race, I ain't doing no days, no they couldn't relate. Can't even touch for my heart in the safe. I'm trying to get out the hood to the lake. I'm with the crib with the leg in the back. QB sneaky, getting the tank. Go through the hole like cat in the hat. This a Hellcat, this ain't no scat. Doing a dash, you know what I mean? Doing my big one, letting them see it. And I'm gonna put on for my whole team.
Been a problem my whole life. Mama love when I'm living right. Daddy raised me survive and fight. Now they watching me on prime time. Now they watching me on prime time. Now they watching me on prime time. Been a problem my whole life. Mama love when I'm living right. Daddy raised me survive and fight. Now they watching me on prime time. Yeah. Now they watching me on prime time. No question. No question, they wanna see a demise. Eastside just too fast, yeah, I kill them in stride. I love all my haters, they concealing their pride. Went from humble beginners to numerous winners. I took a few losses, you know I'm here to still got chicken to fry. Know some people out here picking a side. Know I'm out here picking a lot. Watching the fakes, watching the stakes, slither, striking the time. TDE, it's the family, we them dominant dogs. Top tiering, when them comments involved, we out for it all. Rock side, he ain't dropping the ball. Prime time, who want it with us? Got clarity, longevity like bus and bus. Got too far and it's the starving, this and that's a no-no. If I'm hungry, then I'm hunting, always on the go-go. Been a problem my whole life. Mama love when I'm living right. Daddy raised me survive and fight. Now they watching me on prime time. Now they watching me on prime time. Now they watching me on prime time. Been a problem my whole life. Mama love when I'm living right. Daddy raised me survive and fight. Now they watching me on prime time. Now they watching me on prime time. Now they watching me on prime time. Now they watching me on prime time.
I went out and got everything on my own. Please don't try to give me no advice. What was your 2 cents and we was down bad broke on my mama?
It's Madden NFL 24 on EA Sports. And if it's in the game, it's in the game. It's the Chicago Bears and the Cincinnati.
22 men ready to do battle. It's time to dance. And we are underway from Cincinnati. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. Here are the Bengals on offense, and here is Joe Burrow ready to lead them at quarterback.
Hey, we all love a good story, and what we like even more, guys who can fight through adversity. Joe Burrow coming out of high school, goes to Ohio State, doesn't get a chance to start, transfers to LSU, not thought to be a top prospect, ends up the #1 pick in the draft, and justifies it. Tremendous play, excellent mobility, and leadership on the charts.
Line of scrimmage to 31 now on 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Burrow. This one hauled in by Sample. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. That one good for 15, and the Bengals get a first down. Burrow going to give this to Mixon. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front. Because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
Now, meanwhile, here's a second down throw that's knocked away and incomplete.
I don't see one of them trying to get him the football out of the backfield. They love what he can do in open space, and they believe that he creates mismatches they can exploit.
And now the third down throw incomplete as well.
I'm quite sure that they envisioned a much better start to this game when they practiced all week. But they failed on that third down play. That brings up fourth down, and they'll probably have to punt it away.
So they're forced to punt on fourth as this one's away. Taylor now to return it. 35 yards that time on the punt, and the Bears take over. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. They'll be led out by a man who nearly broke the single-season rushing record for quarterbacks last season. A true dual threat out of Ohio State, Justin Fields.
Coming out of Ohio State, one of the top prospects in the NFL draft, and it was so big that they moved up in the draft to get him, to make sure that they had him. And, boys, he got the full package. Loves the game, big-time arm, 4.4 speed, so good that another quarterback prospect said to him, "What's it feel like to run 4.4? Everybody wants to be that fast."
Another carry for Herbert on second down. And he'll find some space up to about the 25. That's what they needed. It's an 8-yard gain, and now 3rd and 4 suddenly doesn't look so bad. Now it's Fields. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he will have the Bears first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Herbert powering up the middle. And he'll rumble for about 5, up close to the 40.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
Stays on his feet. And this will be a Bears first down as he's got this up to the 45-yard line.
Holding offense.
All right, so they got that one, Charles, against the center.
And let's remember how difficult it is for the center, because remember, he's got to snap the ball to put the play in motion, and sometimes you got that big guy on your nose. You got sometimes where he's coming at you at an angle. It's a difficult job for him to snap the ball and then execute his block.
This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher third down looming. We talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A terrific play call.
Kind of a dangerous throw there. He's off balance when he gets rid of it. But this is all about a quarterback knowing what he can get away with. And that time, it turns into a completion and a healthy gain as well.
So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 43. Now it's Fields off the bootleg. And his throw here is incomplete.
I know tight ends love this route because a lot of times they'll fake a block first and get a little bit of space and then come across the middle because in their mind, they're thinking catch the ball and then drop the hammer on the little guys in the secondary.
Unable to drop the hammer, he just dropped the pass. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage.
This early in the game, it's all about making steady progress downfield, hoping to lead to early points. And you can do it with your actual play calls or sometimes something a little more improvised as we just saw there.
The Bengal pressure gets him that time. Down he goes. Logan Wilson, the one who got in there and dropped him to the ground. On 4th down, Chicago brings out Trenton Gill. Charlie Jones deep for Cincinnati. And they'll play keep away from the returner as this one will be marked out of bounds at the 13-yard line. Pretty good spot. Cincinnati coming back onto the field here for their second drive. The defense got the better of them last series, forcing a punt. See if they make a few changes in the game plan here and try to get points out of this drive. 1st and 10. It was T.J. Edwards who brought him down.
Here we go.
This a 2nd and 8. Now Burrow. That one taken in by T. Higgins. And knocked him down way up close to the 40 at the 39. 23 yards the pickup there. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. Man open, that's Jamar Chase complete. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. 22 yards on the catch and run, a 1st down.
Ready?
They're passing here, Joe Burrow. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
Now it's Burrow. Open man downfield is Chase. He's got it. Touchdown Bengals. Jamar Chase, 39 yards. And the Bengals get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon.
When we draw up defenses on the board, we do account for every receiver. But on that particular play, somehow he was wide open, became an easy touchdown pass.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And the drive will begin at the 25 as Scott is going to stay in the end zone. Chicago works their way back onto the field here for their second drive of the game. And they had a long drive going last time, but it stalled out. But still, maybe something positive to carry forward from that last drive.
Well, a few different things that you carry forward. Number one, as you noted, they were moving it pretty well, so that gives them a lot of confidence. The second part is, keeps your defense off the field, gives them a chance to rest up a little bit. And last but not least, you've taken a good look at what you've done on offense, noted where the weaknesses are, and you know when you want to come back to them.
I like when you're organized with your points. Well done.
A, B, and C.
And good running there as he'll take this all the way up to midfield. A really nice effort that time. 12 yards on the keeper, picking up the first. And this, I mean, it's certainly something to watch out for. He is not afraid to call his own number on plays like that. And here he takes it for good yardage.
And we know this defense prepared all week for this, but sometimes when you see it in person, it's a whole different ball game, and all that preparation, it goes right out the window.
Now here's a pass on 1st down that's knocked away and incomplete.
Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here in this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on 1st down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops, and escape this drive.
And good work there in open space, and he's got this all the way down now to the 32. A good pickup, 17 yards and a Bear 1st down. Herbert once more. And he'll get this just inside the 30-yard line.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
After 7-0 on EA. The Bears with the football. We get set to begin quarter number 2. And they'll work from the 29 on 2nd and 6. As they've got it as we resume action. On 2nd down, here's Fields. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. Fields, we know he has the good mobility. He flashes it there as he scrambles for the 1st down. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. The throw complete to the tight end, Tunyon. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. That gain of 15 gets him on the doorstep, 1st and goal. Fields going to hold on to it. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. Justin Fields, a 4-yard touchdown scamper. And the Bears are an extra point away from evening this one up. Santos with the extra point, and we are tied at 7. So that drive goes 8 plays. And it was all capped off by the Justin Fields touchdown run. He took it in himself. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. The Bengals offense returns to the field. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And, partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due, because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
And because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football. Mixon with a 1st down carry. And he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39.
That felt like a trap, because it looked to me like the opposing front was on that play from the get-go. They had everyone crashing the ball carrier before he even made the line, and they hold him to just a yard.
Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Eddie Jackson picks it. And the Bears are going to have great field position here as this is returned just shy of midfield. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They start near midfield following the interception as they begin 1st and 10. Now left side on the swing pass. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 47. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard. It looked like the defense, they were ready for that one.
Really left him almost no room to work after catching the ball. He could throw every move in the book at him. They were there, and they tackle him for a loss.
And now a pass dumped off to his running back. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line.
Yeah, if I did it, then I did it right. Yeah, this ain't happened for me overnight. Yeah, bet against me, you gon' pay the price. Yeah, down to business, I ain't playing nice. Yeah, so ahead of y'all, I'm out of sight. Yeah, when you pop it, they all wanna slice. Yeah, breathing envy, that's a part of life. Yeah, mediocre, that just won't suffice. Better now than ever. Ain't no cracking under pressure. The boy's clever. If I did it, it was stellar. Nobody fresher. Stop complaining, man, my head hurts. These catchy records ain't nothing really but a walk in the park for me. Heard the catalog, you know I got some scars on me. Just getting started, you don't really wanna start with me. It's John Kill, I would sacrifice a heart in me for family, high roller. But you wouldn't know it by the way that I wrote up. A real lifespan, looking good, it ain't slowing. One after another, man, I just keep going and going and going. Yeah, if I did it.
Here's the former Illini kicker Chase McLaughlin to get us started. And we are underway from Santa Clara. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21. So here's the first drive now for the 49ers. Leading them out, someone who took the league by storm last year is the most famous Mr. Irrelevant ever. From Iowa State, it's Brock Purdy.
And there's a word that constantly gets thrown around with this guy when you talk to anyone in the building. Potential. They're sky high on what they believe he can grow into in the role of a starting quarterback. In addition, there are plenty around the league who think that as well. And years from now, he can still be leading this offense out.
Another run with McCaffrey on second down. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. The Niners have the first down on a gain of 11.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, this shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
This pass to Jennings, and he makes the catch.
Holding offense.
So apparently some grabbing there in the middle of the O-line.
I've often wondered why that doesn't happen more often for guys that play center. Having to snap the ball and then trying to get your hands into the proper position, that's difficult to do. He got caught that time.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
Certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
Tries to hit Jennings, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jamel Dean. And it's a pick six. He brings it back to the house from Buccaneer TD. So a big defensive play there on the opening drive, no less, as they make the interception and bring it back for the score.
And I think that's a signal for how this defense wants to play. They want to be disruptive, and you know they're going to take some chances.
Well, sometimes it can burn you, but right there, it paid off. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. Back out there comes the 49ers offense ready for their second drive. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick six, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick six and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to return.
19 yards there on the catch and run.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Just need a yard here, 2nd and 1. Play action, and now here's Purdy to throw it. Sliding out of the pocket. A throw on the run, but that's going to be incomplete.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
And he is going to have a 49ers first down. At least it would appear that way. He didn't get it by much, but yes, they do get the conversion on 3rd and 1. Now a give, right side McCaffrey. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
He was brought down by Levante David.
Purdy bootlegging it. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely, just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. Throwing here, Purdy. And that incomplete, nearly intercepted. But remember, he had his hands on one earlier, had one pick. Could have been his second, but instead it's 4th down.
Wishnowsky in one formation for the 49ers.
Wishnowsky on to punt as he sends this one away. Out of bounds and close. The question, was it a touchback? No. They'll say it crossed out at the 2-yard line. So here the Bucs backed up to start their initial drive. And bringing them out is the top pick in the 2018 draft. Fiery competitor from Oklahoma, Baker Mayfield.
And he's a guy who plays with a lot of emotion. He's learned how to channel it really positively, because when he throws the football downfield and makes a big play, he'll be the first guy downfield to celebrate with you. But also, when his team needs that confidence, when they need that jolt, they turn to him, and he's ready to provide it.
Play fake. Mayfield. Oh, his first throw of the game going to be intercepted. And into the end zone. Pick six for the 49er D as they score a touchdown. Jake Moody now for the point after. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick six. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. Tampa Bay, they're getting ready to set up shop here for their second drive. First down, here's White. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It was Eric Armstead coming up quickly and dropping him for a loss. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Now Mayfield. He's going to have the hook up to Gage. So the completion good for 6 yards. 3rd and 7 now. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. On 3rd down, Mayfield. And a big loss here as he's taken down. That sack was by Isaiah Oliver from his quarterback position. Not the start to this one that any quarterback would want or envision. Remember, he had the pick six, and here he ends up on his backside.
And you have to wonder to yourself, okay, after throwing the pick six, did he get too careful with the football and not deliver downfield and take that sack? They've got to make sure that he's really into this game.
Fielded at the 43. It's a 43-yard punt, a return of 5. And the Niners will go on offense. 1st and 10. Purdy going to lead the 49ers to the line. 1st and 10. Just shy of midfield at the 48. He'll start by handing this off to McCaffrey. He'll work his way up the middle for a gain of about 4. 2nd down.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle, feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run. But the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. They'll try and pick it up in McCaffrey. But he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. They're able to convert with a gain of 4. Clock runs, less than a minute to go, and an entertaining first quarter of play. This time they'll throw it. Here's Purdy. And that's going to be too high, out of bounds and incomplete. Offensively, might be thinking, what's going on here? 1 for their first 7 throwing the football.
So maybe they're thinking about rethinking their strategy a little bit right now with the way that they're throwing it around, not having that success. Might have to lean on the running game for a little while and see if they can get it back in form.
And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the box 20-yard line. That one good for 20 on the catch and run. They go play action here. Purdy. And he hauls it in the end zone. Touchdown, San Francisco. Juwan Jennings. Touchdown. And the 49ers have now taken the lead. Moody good with the extra point. And that makes the score 14-7. So the drive there took 6 plays. And the end result for the 49ers, a touchdown. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. It's been an awfully slow start for them. This is their 3rd possession. They don't have a first down yet.
So that means they have to change up what they're doing, and for some teams, it's a change in tempo, usually moving it to more up-tempo type of an offense, just to try and change their fortunes right now. What they've been doing so far isn't working. Maybe they'll do that.
Through 1 quarter, 14-7 our score. 2nd quarter now, and it's Buccaneer football. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28 as they've got it as we resume action. On 2nd down, they'll run with right, and the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. Throwing, Mayfield. He had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
I'll tell you what, these last couple of drives, much better from a defensive perspective. They gave up a touchdown on the opening drive, and then after forcing a punt on their last possession, it looks like they're going to get the football back again.
It's taken to the 26. 45 yards, that's what the punt goes for. 5 on the return. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. Out comes Christian McCaffrey with the rest of the offense. We're in the 2nd quarter. They've got the lead. The lead, though, not so much because of the ground game, because of their air attack, Charles.
So what they're seeing so far is the possibility of things loosening up later in the ground game. Through the air first, maybe they have to start respecting that even more as the game goes on, and then there will be running lanes to find later.
Yeah, try to get him more involved here on this drive, maybe. Purdy off the play fake. Trying for Ayuk, but it's intercepted. Down the left sideline. And what a return as he brings this all the way back down to the 20-yard line. Following the interception, Mayfield. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Well, they certainly knew their challenge as this series began, and they got to stop on play number 1. Goal now, get 2 more stops and limit the damage to a field goal.
Throwing again, Mayfield on 2nd and 10. And he comes back with 1 complete. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
Oh, it's time to give more credit there to the defense. They put it down very well because of the drag route. And he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line. But once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
Problems on 3rd down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on 3rd down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get the 3rd down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards up 1st and 2nd down.
And this one is right through. And they'll cut the lead back down to 4 now at 14-10. So the interception set him up with terrific field position, but 3 points, the end result.
Yeah, we can make this one pretty simple, partner. You always want to end drives with points, but that's one that you're going to look back on and probably say, we should have done better there.
This taken in at the goal line. And he returns this to the 22. The 49ers ready to set up shop again offensively. Still early in this one, Charles, but the last time this offense was out there, they threw their first interception of the ball game, so trying to avoid repeating that mistake here on this drive.
And to put a positive spin on it, at least it happened in the first half and not in a close game in the 4th quarter, but you're absolutely right, partner. One of the last things this offensive quarterback wants to witness again in this game.
Kind of an obvious question, Charles, but anything you try to avoid after your first pick, or you say it's 1 interception, we're still in the first half, I'm about to do the same thing?
I think you want to avoid playing scared, and put it into the mind of the quarterback that you've lost confidence in him. Make sure you get some throws that he's going to be able to complete, make him feel good about himself, and continue to run your offense.
Now, meanwhile, here's a 2nd down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. This offense on third down today, they've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. Play action. Now Purdy. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
Had the right idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline, but he led him just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver. Ends up falling to the ground, incomplete.
Taken from just outside the 30. That'll go as a punt of 42, 7 on the return, and the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. Now Mayfield and the Bucs come up on 1st and 10 at their 38. They'll start here with a handoff to White. And that one goes for about 6 as he's taken down just shy of the 45.
Well, I think after that run, the defense getting back in the huddle and looking at each other and maybe starting to question their confidence a bit. They gave up a significant run, 6 yards, and now you're saying to yourself, how do we stop them, and do I have enough confidence to make a play?
First catch for him. It's good for a dozen and a first down. Here's Mayfield. It's caught by Mike Evans. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Mike Evans, 44 yards. And the Bucs have regained the lead.
I know these wide receivers are about flash and dash and high-flying plays, but a good number of them played running back at some point in their career, and that's how they finish off a lot of their big plays, run after the catch.
And this time he finishes off the big play in the end zone. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good, and it's now 17-14. Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. The 49ers settling in for their next drive. As we eat closer and closer to intermission, Charles, remember last time out they punted. They would love to get points here, especially if this is going to be their final possession of the first half.
Yeah, and this is what close games feel like because the pressure is on both sides, but sometimes the pressure is a little bit higher on the team with the slight edge because they're trying to hold on to that, trying to increase it. Let's see how this one continues.
Now a 2nd and 10. A handoff, McCaffrey running right. Dancing away at the 35. Found a little room there as he's up to about the 37. 62 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half. On 3rd down, it's Purdy. Got a man, that's Ayuk. And he is going to have a Niners first down by about a yard as they're able to convert on 3rd and 2.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
Ball on the 40 now. Here's a 2nd down and 9. Here's Purdy. He'll get this out right here to McCaffrey. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. The Niners have the first down on a gain of 11. First down, here's Mitchell. And he'll get this into enemy territory, but not by much as he's down to the 48. Now 2nd and 9. Purdy looking to throw. The first catch of the game for George Kittle. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs' 34-yard line. A solid gain of 15 yards and the sticks move. Purdy to throw it on first down. He'll buy some time right. Now a diving effort right sideline. He's got it. Now we're going to get a timeout. Here's we've got an injured Buccaneer. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside. Back to the ground attack here. It's McCaffrey. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. The 49ers moving hastily. They're scurrying to the line. Throwing on second down, it's Purdy. Flush to his right. That'll be caught by Ayuk. Touchdown, 49ers. Brandon Ayuk laying himself out in the end zone. And the 49ers will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half. Moody good with the extra point, and that will make this a 4-point game. So after the made field goal by Moody, he's back out to kick this one away. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25. Well, the Bucs going to take over now late in this first half as they take over with exactly 1 minute to go. First down, Mayfield. Brings it in over the middle. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Mayfield now looking to throw on first down. Finding Otten once more. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. Mayfield. And that one will fall incomplete. Clock here now just under 30 seconds to go in this first half.
He did a fine job there of not hitting it before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. Now here's a timeout as they're going to get it with 8 seconds remaining here in the first half. Mayfield now. And Evans hauls it in. Touchdown, Bucs. Mike Evans in the final seconds of the first half. And the Bucs have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And that gives them a 3-point lead. So 6 seconds, all that remains of this first half as the kick is away. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. Final play of the half. Purdy. He'll fire this deep for Ayuk. That is incomplete. So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. And okay, so much for our halftime break. Apparently we're going to get right back to it. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth ready for quarter number 3. Both these offenses have been in fine form. What will the second half bring us as we are underway in quarter 3? And the half will begin with a touchback. The Bucs offense set to begin this third quarter. As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember that first half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They've reached the end zone several times. The passing game working awfully well. And most importantly, partner,
and they went to the tunnel with a lead. They come back out with that lead.
Absolutely. NFL coaches, we know they're perfectionists in a lot of ways, but they had to like what they saw in that first half.
And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Forcing completion on first down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going into the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
And the Niners get there and bring him down. That is Nick Bosa from out on the edge who worked his way in for the sack. Here comes the Buccaneers punter now. As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And taken at the 46. They call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And this offense takes over in great shape right at the 50. 1st and 10. Here's a look at the 49ers offense as they make their way out for their first possession of the second half. They'll try to get the running game going with McCaffrey. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
8 yards on the pickup.
Now Purdy. They'll get this complete to Charlie Wood. First target, first catch, and a first down.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Nice chunky yards on first down. It really opens up your options for what you want to do on second. You go right back to him and hope he explodes, or sucker the defense in before throwing over the top.
The coverage may be too good that time as he breaks away for 19 with his legs and a first down.
It was starting to become a game for him to forget with the interceptions, but that's a step in the right direction. Not only did he choose to run it instead, but he saw the field well and made a nice pickup to get a new set of downs.
He'll get this down inside the 10 for a pickup of about 3.
A 3-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 7.
And that nearly intercepted. It's incomplete. Now remember, he had a pick earlier, but couldn't reel that one in. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well. So Purdy off and Moody on for the 49er field goal. And his kick is good. And that will tie us at 24 all. So give him 3 on that drive. You know, normally you'd say, we'll take it. But the way points have been flying around, it feels like a little bit of a letdown.
Yeah, you just have to wonder, are field goals going to be enough? Because as you pointed out, the way touchdowns have been scored, does kicking a field goal actually put you at a disadvantage the rest of the way?
Now the Buccaneers offensive unit back out on the field. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more... Breaks the tackle. He's got room to run. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a first down.
First down, Buccaneers.
Mayfield looks to throw. And he's going to hook up with his big tight end, complete. That'll go for a gain of 7, and it's 2nd down.
A gain of 7 brings up 2nd and 3 at their 48-yard line.
They'll go up the middle with White, and he'll be brought down right on the 50, a gain of 3.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
Mayfield off the play fake. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 22-yard line. A quick throw caught by Evans out wide. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and that's going to bring up 2nd down.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 16-yard line.
Now back to the ground game with White. Just a yard in the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 3rd and 3.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive, and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally, because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it.
And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Tashawn Gibson. And the 49ers are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. Purdy going to lead the 49ers to the line. 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. The drive begins with a run by McCaffrey. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28. They're going to hurry back to the line now. second down and right back to McCaffrey. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. 97 yards now for McCaffrey. It's a first down. Purdy now to throw. Oh, the Buccaneer pressure too much. Down he goes. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack. So after the sack, a scenario you certainly don't work on too often. 2nd and 24. He's got the hook up downfield to Samuel. And they do get him out of bounds finally, but the damage is done. A big hitter on what proves to be the final play. 3 quarters have come and gone. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Purdy looking to throw on first down here. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Yeah, their back's up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
What would look like a march to the end zone has hit a momentary roadblock with that incompletion. No need to panic. They just got to come up with a high percentage play call and see if they can get their offense back on track.
He's got his target. That's complete. And they move this all the way down to the 9. A brief pause in the action here as they tend to an injury. That's George Kittle shaken up on that last play. Hopefully, obviously, nothing serious here. Medical staff, though. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Christian McCaffrey, a 9-yard touchdown run. And the 49ers have broken this deadlock and have taken the lead here in the 4th. Extra point try now for Moody. And they will take a 7-point lead now. So that drive takes them down the field in 8 plays. And the last play on the drive, the touchdown run from Christian McCaffrey. And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. And now they'll look to answer working from behind. And remember, this offense has sputtered yet to score here in the second half. They'll need to change that here. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
Opting to run again here with White. And he'll get about 3 here as he's out to the 30.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
Now on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. That's taken on the 25. A good return there, 17 yards. And they will take over 1st and 10. Christian McCaffrey and his 49er teammates back onto the field. He's been a good workhorse. I know we use the word workhorse a lot, but he's been a good workhorse for him in this one.
No doubt about it, and there's nothing wrong with that. That's what you're looking for if you're a back, because that means everything's coming together for you. Big guys up front have created space. You've run through it. You've probably got some help even from the wide receivers who want to catch passes as opposed to block, but they're helping out too.
Yeah, everyone's pitching in. He's had a good game. The 2nd down and 10th there, knocked down as it leaves the quarterback's hand, and it's incomplete.
I think he's taking an awful chance with the football right there. You've got to lead, you've got to protect it, and he's taking chances putting it out there in a little bit of jeopardy.
Especially in this. And down he goes, a Buccaneer sack. That's Kalijah Cansey in to get him down. Here comes the 49ers punter now as he's on to kick it away. Fair catch signaled for and taken just shy of the 30-yard line. 37 yards on the punt with no return. And out will come the offense as they take over. They couldn't ask for much more to this point in the second half. A gorgeous day, one-score game. 1st and 10 here. He's going to have the hook up to Gage. They'll wind up getting just a yard out of it, and that'll make it 2nd down.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
It's another zone defense. It looks like it's open for possibilities, but they did a nice job patrolling the middle of the field and forcing an incompletion.
On 3rd down, Mayfield. That is caught. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A gain of 32 that time. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. He'll get that out to the flat to White. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. Only able to gain a couple there, and that will bring up 2nd down. They run straight ahead here with White. And he's going to have this pretty close to a 1st down as the tackle is made at the Niners' 29. It's a gain of 6, moves him to a manageable 3rd and 2 situation. Now Mayfield. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he's going to have it. That's 1st down as this defense unable to hold. It's a 7-yard gain there on 3rd and 2. Mayfield. Evans has it left side. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch, and it'll be 2nd down. Right there, he rose to the occasion late in a close game.
It's something he thought about, dreamed about, and worked on throughout his career. Because in these types of situations, he wasn't going to allow extra coverage to keep him from getting the football.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive they went 3 and out.
4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So it's Buccaneer football as we welcome you back. Here's 1st and goal. They come up on a 1st and goal with this game still hanging in the balance. Here's White. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4.
That's good power football on 1st and goal. A lot of teams will throw from there, but that's a nice job to chew up a few more yards and get yourself closer to the goal line.
White not going anywhere. He'll lose a couple back to the 6.
And now 3rd and goal coming up. The loss on 2nd down. That just means this crowd's going to get even louder. And they'll get a little bit of extra help from the defenders as they exhort them to join them in the effort.
Here's Baker. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Isaiah Oliver with the INT. And the Niners have just about sewn up this football game. So a good drive with a bad ending, Charles. They move it down the field well. Cannot finish it off, though, as it's intercepted in the end zone.
Deflating, that has got to be the word here because they were sharp in moving it down the field. But sometimes you start thinking like a touchdown is a given. And it doesn't always work out that way as we saw there.
They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete. 2nd and 10. That one looks like he'll throw here. Flushed out right. A hit as he throws there, incomplete. This a very important drive, and that incompletion leads to a very important 3rd down here if they're going to try and get the football back.
Yeah, getting it back, absolutely crucial to their chances to try and win this game. I would expect a lot of pressure here.
That is intercepted. Picked up by Levante David. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line. They'll come up 1st and 10 here. Mayfield to throw. That's complete to his receiver, Godwin. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. Here we go, 1st and goal. Now a timeout called for by the offense as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in the 4th. Now Mayfield. His throw incomplete. A couple extra defensive backs out there in the dime, and because of that, really not many places to throw the football, if any.
And typically, what would you want to do against that dime?
Run the football.
You want to run the ball, but you can't do it in this situation. Not nearly enough time on the clock.
And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. This crowd doing all they can. Here's third and goal. Here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete.
I think we were both wondering if we were going to see them try and push it deep downfield, facing a one-possession deficit late, and they certainly didn't disappoint. They gave it an effort.
Oh, and that's going to sabotage their comeback plans. It is intercepted. Picked up by Diamador Lenore. And the 49ers are going to get the ball back on the turnover. They hold on 4th and goal. Charles, they're trying to protect this lead late. Those are the types of mistakes they can afford to go without.
About the last thing you want to give them is help in completing a comeback, which is exactly what that penalty does.
And he'll just get rid of it.
Let's face it, this defense has had its share of struggles all game long, and they know that they can put it all behind them if they defend well here in the 2-minute drill. Excellent coverage right there to force the incompletion.
This ball intercepted. Picked up by Charvarius Ward. And the Niners are going to hang on the final play. They get the turnover to seal this football game. And Charles, a heartbreaking way to lose this game. They got into position.